Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Echelon Book 1. As you know, the game's over. I have beat the game. It took me a very long time. I kind of wish I could go back and see how long it took, but I didn't think of that beforehand, so whatever. This took a very long time. Not months. Well, months, but a lot of months. I know the music volume here is really loud, so we're just going to pop back in over here. Alright, so this is a kind of an after thoughts episode of what I liked about the game and, you know, how I've liked in general. First off, I can't believe it's over, to be honest. I actually want to put that in there. Nope. Damn it. Okay. Well, let's see what happens when I open this. Damn it. Where do I start off? Well, there's quite a few things I like. Like I said, this isn't scripted, so it's gonna come off pretty shitty, and that's about how everything goes on this channel in the first place. The music is fantastic. I really enjoy it. This track here is really good. It really gives you that sense of completion. And just like the music does everywhere. The visuals, somewhat lacking, but you know, they tried to aspire to like a more older school style of game. I just wish it had a better resolution. They did change that in number 2, so once we get to book 2, we will be going into more improved visuals. You know, they'll have sharper images, or you know, sharper artwork and stuff like that. Lore-wise, there is oodles and oodles of lore. I meant to actually go through and read through some more of the books, and I guess there is a way for us to do that. I don't know. I guess that's something we should do, shouldn't it? Let's go back to True Save. There's a bunch of lore, so I guess this is going to be a book reading episode as well. But I got fully enwrapped in the story, even after coming back over and over and over again for like months to play for like 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, like an hour here, 2 hours there, 4 hours here. You know, I haven't played a lot of games that's kept me this interested in a game in quite a while. So it's quite rare for something like that, for this to be around. And I am thoroughly looking forward to number 2, and honestly can't wait. What was I doing? Oh, I think we need to go. Let's Blackwater. The flavor text is one of my favorite things in this game. It's, it really gets you engrossed in the game, and it's something that older games did a lot better than newer games. Obviously, newer games don't really have flavor text, but you don't really get that sense of stop and visualize the area inside the game that flavor text, like Echelon, does well. You know, it tells you about the smells, the lighting, and the mood of the room, and it really gives you a good sense of what's going on. I didn't mean to pull that. What else? Like, if there was no flavor text in this game, I think it would have felt Sorry. It would have fell short, in my opinion. And I could see that if maybe people haven't been reading through it as it pops up, I feel like you wouldn't get the same experiences as people that do read through it, like you just pass over it. It's not as in, you know, the world doesn't seem as real and all that stuff. I'm stalling, trying to get to the spot where I keep all my books. There's some loose ends that I would love to actually go through, but I think I'm just going to leave them. Like, I want to know what's in Lilith's chest. But I felt really bad after killing the one NPC. I generally, like probably most people, tend to be on the good side of, you know, morally good side, I guess. Oh, the Easter eggs! Shit! I don't know what all the Easter eggs do. Well, it looks like we might be having a revisit to Eschalon Book 1. One of the things I kind of wish we did have time to use up our money, but, you know, whatever. It's not a big deal. And that's something in this game that I've quite enjoyed as well. They did a really good job of making it, like, difficult without making it ridiculous. There's some questionable things, like getting attacked every time you sleep. It's a little bit bullshit. Obviously, it's there to keep you from cheesing the camp mechanic, but it's just, I mean, come on. What else? The random loot, I mean, it's interesting, but people could cheese that as well. I mean, you could just save spam and try and get the best loot out of things. I obviously didn't do that in this playthrough. I tried to be on the better side of things. I think the biggest, like, reroll that I did was the statue thing, because that would have been the end of the game. There is no way I could possibly have thought how to get out of that, because it gave us over encumbrance. We would have had to ditch, you know, ditch a bunch of armor pieces or stuff in our inventory. We didn't really have much of weight in our inventory, so it would have obviously amounted to us having to ditch stuff in our look at that, I'm still fucking with my inventory here, even though the game's over. I like the weapons too. There's just a couple, like the one, what do you call it? The one mace that I had base damage 2 or 4 plus 2 and only weighed 4 pounds. Was so good, it made it really hard to choose anything else. But I don't think it's a bad thing, really. There's a lot of aspects to the game that we didn't get into. We didn't try doing alchemy, we didn't try enchanting our weaponry and all that stuff. So it could have really opened up there. And honestly, like I said, I don't really have a lot of negative things for this game. I think the biggest things that I was complaining about is mostly just like really, really harsh curses and stuff and diseases. And, you know, the one that you guys missed out on that I really wish you got to see was me go through the Tingle Tree Ossuary with, I think I was cursed and had 2 diseases, because I was not going to spend the money to get them fixed just to get cursed and get diseases again. So I wish you guys would have been able to hear everything going there. The video still went up, so you got to see that I actually did it, but you just didn't get to hear the audio of me bitching and complaining the whole time of the whole trip through. I am running out of... I mean, my voice is going, I guess. And I don't know. I guess we could read through books. And this is an interesting part. Bethesda does this in their games. And it's not... I was reading through them a little bit in Daggerfall. But... I'm kind of curious how these read out. So let's read a couple, I guess. This is probably where most people are gonna click off the, the video and go do something else. Okay, here we go. Did I give enough? You should go play this game. If you haven't played it already, this is way too late, first off. If you watched through all these episodes and you didn't play the game, well, the whole damn thing is spoiled for you now, isn't it? But I sincerely hope that you guys actually... Hold on a second. Like, I'm also kind of curious of this little thing here too. Could we have got that portal working? Who knows? Be like that priest was evil. And here we go. Let me take another drink. Jack notched an arrow and pulled the string back until he felt that familiar feeling of feathers against his cheek. At that moment he realized he is only at peace with his arm when his arm is burning to keep a bow drawn. When he's looking down the shaft of what will be a certain death for the next person in our sight. His bow was heavier than what he was used to, at least 30 pounds more draw. That didn't matter. He felt so focused and alert that he probably could have held twice that additional weight and still have enough accuracy to put the arrow through someone's eye at 100 yards. All the anger and vengeance he had been carrying with him for years was now forgotten. This was the moment he had waited half a lifetime for, and he was going to savor every second of it. In the darkness far off over the grassy hill that marked the extent of the outpost's defendable area, a soft orange glow appeared on the horizon. Pinpoints of flickering torchlight slowly rose over the crest of the knoll, signifying the approach of an army that was coming to wage war upon the outpost. The front line stretched more than half a mile wide, and through the ground Jack could feel the footsteps of an entire legion of soldiers approaching. All this just for me, he thought to himself as he pressed lips formed a smile. First in many years, you did not bring nearly enough men with you, dear father. I don't know who that's supposed to be for. It's the Crimson Sky, right? Yeah. Next book. I need another drink. Nope, don't need this one. Good. What? That's the same book! Well, I done fucked up. A historical account of the enslavement of giants in Theramore by Burten. The giants of Theramore, now predominantly residing in the Timberline Plains area, are now not native to the region of Theramore. It was enslavement of these beings for work in the mines that brought them here. First, a note concerning giants. They're not the feeble-minded creatures of popular conception. They are in fact highly socialized beings equal to that of men or elves, though perhaps their primitive speech patterns and rituals making them appear less civilized. It was this prejudice that led to the giants' enslavement and eventual revolt of the races of giants. During the late 2nd century, great magnitudes of giants were brought from the lands beyond Beria and forced to work the mines, smashing rock and carrying ore. The captors thought of them as nothing more than animals and worked them often to their death. However, as their numbers increased, the giants began to secretly organize a rebellion. By the time their captors knew of this plot, the giants had grown too numerous and unified to be suppressed. The revolt of 477 was a bloody uprising that ended with the freedom of the enslaved giants. Hundreds of humans were killed in the rebellion. Although many to this day harbor ill feelings towards the giants, others now acknowledge the giants' right to freedom and no longer hold them responsible for the bloodshed incurred during the revolt. The giants themselves remain suspicious of the humans and choose to stay in the lands they claimed after the revolt. Though their numbers have steadily dwindled, as many have left to return to their native homelands. And there you have it. So we should take these guys out, because this sounds like something I'm going to be doing in the future. Okay, remove that. Burten. Oh, S. We gotta walk back out. Well, see, that's just some of the stories in here. They're actually a lot better stories than I think that were in the, what do you call it? Like, I don't know. Like, there's so many things in here. Like, how... Where does this go? Security box Omega. I mean, I just like to go through like a few more of these things. I don't know. I mean, there's probably just no way to do it. I'm sad that this game is over. Truly am. It feels like it's been going on forever. But finally I could go and play something else for a little bit. Like I said, it's probably going to be Dwarf Fortress with some other games thrown in. And then after that, we'll go on to Eschalon Book 2, which is going to be, you know, I heard is either as good or better. With Eschalon being a little shaky. I mean, Eschalon Book 3 being a little shaky on that department. But hopefully I find Book 2, and hopefully as well Book 3, to be as... I don't want to say enthralling. I feel it's like a very strong word, but... I don't know. I feel like you guys know what I'm getting at. I have one more loose end I want to go check out. I want to go kill Lilith so bad. I think not. That's that little house I was telling you about that had the portal underneath it. That was probably, you know, what Father Mitchell was trying to hook up for Gramuk to be able to lead armies into there. And for you guys, I thought that I didn't even hear the goblin out. First off, he's evil, okay? He's known to be, first off, your brother, you, all that stuff was directly related to him. Then him bringing up that I'm being selfish, and, you know, am I really doing it for Theramore, or am I doing it for myself? It's just kind of a dumb statement in the first place, because first off, helping all of Theramore helps me out in the long run, because what, I'm going to be able to live with a bunch of goblins? I don't think so. But then also, it just really didn't make much sense. I was expecting this to do something. Oh, I wanted to go talk to What's-His-Face. But I don't know if I feel like going all the way up there now. Let's see if he's got anything to say after I opened up the thing. Which way was it? No, I think it's safe to say let's just call it a wrap. Like I said before, hopefully you guys enjoyed. We have... Actually, this is where the Easter egg thing is, isn't it? many Easter eggs are we missing? How am I missing Easter eggs in the first place? I feel like I'm pretty thorough. There's a third one. How the hell am I gonna find the third one? Where did I find these two? The first one was in Aerodel, I believe. The second one was in... I'm pretty sure it was in the Tingle Tree Ossuary. Maybe the Goblin Camp? I didn't really like look around in there very much. Well, oh well, guys. I guess we'll call it here. If I figure out... I'll probably play around with this just a little bit to see if I can figure it out. I don't really want to just look it up, because that ruins everything for every game. I recommend you guys not doing it yourself. And I guess that's it. Echelon Book 1, guys. I definitely recommend it, because it's free in the first place. So how could you not recommend something that's free? But, just another heads up, I heard that the developer of this game is working on another one. A whole new, I don't know what you want to call it, a whole new game. It's not Echelon. And, so it'll be interesting to see where that goes too, because I've liked these ones a lot, and hopefully he spends the time that he did on these ones on the new one, because I'll probably check it out. But like I said last time, make sure you leave a like. Let me know that you want to see the following Echelon books. I'm so used to saying Echelon Book 1. The following Echelon books in the future. Like what I do in general, go ahead and subscribe. I'm a little itty bitty baby channel, and subscribing helps the channel out as well. And then, you know, commenting, leaving feedback, and all that stuff helps out too. Whether it's you don't like how the audio is, or blah 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 blah, or just saying hey, I will say hey back. I'm a little bummed that this game's over. You wonder why my tone's a little, you get the point. You get what I'm saying. I'm bummed out. It's been fucking nearly, you know, like I said, it's 38, 39, including this one, episodes. Sad to see it go. But at least we got Book 2 to look forward to. But in the meantime, Dwarf Fortress and probably a Kerbal Space Program. So, I'll be seeing you guys again. Hopefully you guys will be seeing me again too. So until next time, y'all do take care. Listen to that good music. This is what I'm talking about.